Hey Scorpio, thank you so much for tuning into your X reading today and bringing your beautiful energy, support and love to soul members. I appreciate you. If you're new here, welcome. My name is Andrea. I hope you find something within this reading helpful today and you choose to stick around. So, I hope you're all well, happy and feeling amazing. And today's reading is going to resonate with those of you that either are really hooked on your ex, you want to heal, release and let them go, but you're finding it difficult to stop living in the past and finding it difficult to embrace future love. Hopefully I can deliver some messages that will really help you work through that space. Others of you may be thinking of reconnecting or have that opportunity and you're not 100% sure whether it's the best move for you, whether they have pure intentions, and you don't know whether you're wasting your time. And so hopefully for you guys, I'll be able to deliver some messages that will help you in making the best decision for your own love life and the kind of love you want to manifest. And then there are those of you out there that may just be feeling resentful and angry about some kind of an injustice caused by an ex, and you're here today hoping that they're receiving their karma. You know what? I've been there. I feel you. I know what it's like. For you guys, I'm hoping to deliver some messages that will really allow you to just surrender it. Stop putting your energy into it and letting it take up space for you so that you can move into the future free of anger, free of resentment, and not taking that energy with you into something new and beautiful. Okay, guys, Scorpio, let's have a look and see, first of all, who I'm connecting with, how I can be of service to the beautiful Scorpio out there, and who this message is for. Tribe. Okay. So, ask the universe to start bringing like-minded people. Ask the universe to start bringing in like-minded people. And what I'm getting for you, Scorpio, straight off the bat, the message came through loud and clear, is that there is this need. You know that you're changing. You know that your perception of love and what you want to achieve and what role the one plays in your life, you kind of have an idea of what that looks like. What I'm feeling for you though is you're finding it difficult to connect with those types of energies. You're not in that frequency, and so you're not attracting people in that same frequency. And so maybe consider, what are your thoughts like at the moment? What's that inner dialogue like? Is it one of scarcity, that they're not there, that they're so hard to find, that type of lacking and scarcity mindset puts you in the frequency of there isn't, of it's hard, and all it does is it continues to bring more of that into your life. Things that are causing a lot of resistance, partnerships, or even dating people that are causing a lot of resistance and are only further highlighting that you're not connecting with them because that's a frequency that you're in. And so connecting with people that are in the frequency of what you want to achieve is probably the way to go. Even if it doesn't have to do with an intimate partnership, even if it's got to do with couples or people that are looking for relationships and are dating out there and they're having a lot of success. So there is an abundance mindset and they're choosing, they're qualifying their intimate partners. Maybe that's the people you need to surround yourself more with so that you can start shifting your energy out of what was. All right, so let's have a look and see. Let's break this down and see how this relates to you, how this relates to your ex. Oh my gosh, I love it. Okay. You're really tuned into the higher frequencies right now. Scorpio, your intuition is on point. Go with it. Go with your gut feeling. Let that be your beacon let that guide you on your journey as you navigate that terrain, because what I'm feeling here is like I mention this often, imagine a river, go with the path of less resistance, go with the stream, not against the stream. So if something feels right, ride that wave, ride that current and see where that takes you. Because right now there is this element where you're trying to harmonize the different aspects of yourself. So your head space, your heart space, and let's say your spiritual space, right? You're trying to harmonize those things, and you're trying to manifest things into the physical realm, and they don't seem to be manifesting in exactly the way that you're wanting them to. And so it's time to have that dialogue within yourself, Scorpio, about whether or not these different aspects of yourself are actually aligning. You know, when it comes to this ex, I feel that they really threw you off your equilibrium. They really threw you off balance, and you're finding that you're kind of indecisive. You may be torn. You've got one foot in and one foot out. You don't know whether you want to pursue them anymore, whether it's worth putting your energy in. There isn't enough magnetism there, but at the same time there is some form of a connection. There is still that lacking and scarcity mentality that makes you feel that maybe what you had was fantastic, because what you see out there isn't really proving to be any better. And that's why Spirit is saying, put yourself in the frequency of this tribe that we were talking about, so that it can start to change your mindset, and it can start to bring the different aspects of yourself into unity, where the two can start really talking to each other, where you can see that what you're intuitively feeling doesn't feel right about your ex is further, confirmed by your new experiences, right? Meanwhile, this ex of yours is also feeling very confused, very, very passionate, very the type of person that gets caught up in the moment and really goes with what ignites them. Thing is that they have this, their mindset is that of there is so much choice and opportunity out there, and they never make a choice. So really it's about courage and having strength to make a decision, because they know what you know what you want, right? It seems that they don't have that clarity in themselves either, and you're both kind of mirroring the same energy. They see the world full of option, full of opportunity, and full of choice when it comes to love and dating. You see the world as without as much option, but knowing that what you have going on with this ex isn't exactly what you want. And so you're torn between, do I stay, do I go, do I put more energy in, do I put an effort, do I reach out? And they've got this mindset of, yes, my Scorpio is one of those choices, but there are other options out there also. Thing is that they don't know what they want, and so they can't choose, right? So that's the type of feeling I'm getting to start off with. It's almost like you're throwing your hands up in the air, Scorpio, and you're like, oh, I don't know anymore. Just whatever will happen, will happen. But something inside of you tells you that you need to move towards a direction and not stay in that space for very long. So let's have a look and see, what energy does Spirit want you to surrender to really get this moving in any direction, really, to help you make a decision and to get you to help you make a decision that will put you in the frequency that you're trying to put yourself onto without fear of losing them, because I feel that fear is associated with you putting yourself into this frequency of this tribe. It's almost like if I detach myself and my thoughts completely from them, doesn't mean that there is no way back, where in actual fact, you will go from being a choice to them having to qualify you and being the only option. then the tables will turn completely. You'll step into their frequency and they'll step into yours. So what energy do we need to surrender to start off with? Surrender to prayer. Give yourself over completely to prayer. When you pray from your heart, you will be heard throughout the universe and answers and support will arrive. So feeling lost, Scorpio, is that what's going on here? And this is what's causing this indecision within you. And fear is maybe what is causing you to not take that step into the unknown, into the future, knowing that the universe is abundant and it'll provide the kind of love that you want. Is that what's going on here? And when we say surrender to prayer, you may not resonate with prayer or with that belief system. Whatever it is that you do that helps you meditate and come with those answers and find that and connect your spirit with that, make that universal connection to source, whatever that is. Practice that, because it is also ready to talk to you. Can you see here? Listen. This is in the traditional tarot deck, the High Priestess. This is what's going to unlock those boundaries, those self-imposed boundaries that you have in place, and will uncover what wound you're protecting and what wound you're protecting, which is causing a block in you manifesting whatever it is that you're trying to manifest. And it could even be with this ex, right? Basically, you're wanting to move into a frequency that makes that magnetism, that magnetizes you, right? To becoming a receiving polarity, because right now you are not polarized. And that's what we need to do. And the only way we can do that is by really going in within and identifying, what it is that you really desire, acknowledging it, and facing that potentially this person, this ex, isn't the one for that. And being able to take that leap and connecting with others that are in that frequency so you can start living the life that you're trying to manifest and bring it into fruition, and letting go of that fear. Because Spirit is definitely trying to talk to you. The minute you surrender and you make that universal connection to source, you listen, because they're ready to speak. The messages will come through. And you know what follows after that? My beautiful Scorpio, nothing but happiness, nothing but joy, nothing but balance and equilibrium and stability. Follow your intuition. It's leading you down the right path. And you will make that decision when it comes to this ex as to whether or not you want to put your energy in or not. So, let's break this down and have a look what the deal is. All right, this one goes here, this one goes here. Confusion, a lot of confusion and indecisiveness here, Scorpio. You're spending a lot of time in the space of assumption, in the space of not understanding what you're not. I feel that you may be withholding a lot of communication, or you had been withholding a lot of communication out of fear of creating conflict, out of fear of, hearing something you didn't want to hear. And what that did is it created a false sense of a reality for you. And it created a lot of confusion. And where the head does not understand what's going on, it's going to want to create scenarios so there is some form of understanding to let our feelings be at peace. And this is what's happened here. And therefore, what's going on is you go backwards and forwards between what's true and what's not. But is it true? You're not clear because you haven't had these conversations before. And so you're living that false sense of reality. Meanwhile, this person, this ex of yours, you know what? They are really in their feelings. They did something that has caused them to feel really anxious, that's caused them to feel guilty, that's caused them to feel like they're really in their feelings. Really in their feelings. Something may have happened here, and you know, they're kind of, there is almost like a victim mentality where no matter what you give them, they don't feel worthy of taking it. They don't know if they have what it takes to build on it. You know, they feel weak. They're not for you. They're not good for you. These are the types of conversations you may have had with them, that you deserve more than what you're getting, that type of thing. They've basically surrendered to not being good enough. And you are confused because it doesn't really match their energy. There is something amiss here. And that's what has you trying to figure out the truth from the lie, basically. Okay, let's have a look and see. I want to dig a little bit deeper into this one. So, you know, they might be feeling Cancer, that they don't have the emotional maturity, or that they don't have financially, they're not in a position to offer you what you want, Scorpio. That's what I'm getting. They feel that what you're asking for is something that they're not ready to provide. Yep. And they don't know whether or not they're ready to do that. They're ready to take that next level of commitment and put that energy into taking the responsibility and creating that. And it's not something that they feel that they take lightly either. It's very disappointing for them, in fact. And it's causing them a lot of anxiety. There is an ego here, though, that says, you know what? They still try to increase their value in your eyes. That's what I'm getting. And they may be saying things that are contradictory. There is a very contradicting type of energy here. How they show up, how they actually show up, does not reflect what they say and how they feel about building a future with you. And that's what has you completely confused. So let's have a look and see what's Spirit's guidance for you on this. You guys seem to... This will circle back around. That's what it feels like to me. It will circle back around. But Scorpio, I have to tell you that if it doesn't feel right and you need to connect with people that are on your frequency, you may give in, but something will be missing. And you will end up putting pressure on them to show up in a way that they basically are not ready to do, or they don't want to do. And again, you'll find yourself back in square one. That's what it feels like. So understanding that you're on different levels is probably key here. and releasing the need for them to be the one and waiting for them to meet that expectation is what's going to set you free and put you into the frequency that you're trying to put yourself into to manifest the type of love that you want. Step by step, Spirit's message is when you surrender to this, to your intuition, and you allow yourself open to receive the messages that they're trying to download to you, and you follow that current, you ride that wave, and as you go, you become objective with any situation, any given situation, whether it be with this ex or a new love interest moving forward, and you see what's reciprocated. If it doesn't feel right, then maybe it's time to redirect your energy. So if you do come back into communication with this ex, because I feel that this is something that you may be wanting, think about how much you've given, what's been reciprocated, and moving forward, whether or not they're matching your attention, matching your intention, and matching your effort. Those are the three things. And instead of focusing on what they're saying, focus on how their actual actions. All right, guys, I hope you found that helpful. Please do comment below. I love reading your comments. If you'd like to reach out and get some guidance on how you can work through this space and restore that equilibrium and, you know, build yourself up towards the type of person that you want to be, with those boundaries in place and those standards in place that you need to manifest the kind of love that you want, feel free to reach out for a personal reading. I'd love to do one for you. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic week. Bye, Scorpio.